So you want to learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knops guy loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for two big guys.
Don't need this just yet. What is up? Welcome back. I am TBG_Ops Guy.
Mudhog, B&Q.
Guest today,
Ugly Pete.
new off-screen personality,
Jarrad.
and live from the studio audience.
Yay!
That just made my day.
Oh, that is amazing.
As you can tell, we have a great guest that you guys know and love. We finally got him back in the middle seat instead of the host seat, so he gets to just drink, talk shit, and, be his wonderful personality.
Oh, no.
I choked a little bit saying that word. It hurt a little bit.
Okay.
And then Matt is out of town, so we brought in another fan favorite, Mr. Jarrad Shaw. So this is going to be... Yeah, woo! Oh, wait, what? This is going to be a great time. We have, I think, a pretty solid lineup. Couple big-name breweries, couple ones that we've been wanting to try for a while. One that I bought 100% because of what's on the can. It's fine. But other than that, we'll start off. We're going to hop right into it. Most anticipated beer. Jarrad, you are first, sir. What are you anticipating?
River North.
Attaboy. Mr. John Couch. Mudhog himself.
Oh, no. You know what? That Parish Brewing, that very first beer we're going to drink, I've been looking forward to that for a long time.
I'm excited for it as
yeah.
well. Pete.
I'm probably going to go the Sinister Prime.
Oh, okay, from Magnify. All right.
Well,
I don't even remember if I remember to tag them or not. It's fine. I remember doing all of them, but I don't remember typing that name. Like, as soon as I said that. For me, I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to go with the tried and true. That is a big boy from River North, and I am excited.
Oh, yeah.
I am excited.
Table's going to raise the whole 2 inches.
Oh, shoot, I can't reach the table. What are you talking about? But thank you for the compliment.
And good news, the comments on both Facebook and YouTube are showing up.
They're actually working?
I don't think Twitch is working, but
Are they showing up on your end too, Jarrad?
that's what.
Facebook is. Oh, yeah, it is. Yep.
What?
So, yeah.
Last week was interesting.
Yeah, I
I was
can't.
having to read shit off.
I can't see jack and shit on Twitch.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
So if
You
you're...
can even stop the Twitch
But
broadcast if
it's
you
going.
want. It's,
I didn't even put on the Instagram post that we were streaming on Twitch today.
I guess last week you could hear the audio on Twitch, but you can't see the video.
Yeah, I love how Cosmos told us.
Yeah.
The guy who follows us on everything. He's a good man. Good man, Charlie
Nice.
Brown. And a guy we've never met, from Panama. Randomly found us.
Panama.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think part of it came about was when we used to advertise our Facebook page a little bit when I paid some money to.
You did.
Because and we got a really big like following from like Central America out of nowhere, especially Brazil though. That was a really big one down in South America. And then what was it? Germany and Iceland. It was Germany, Iceland, Brazil, and like a couple random spots in like Central America. We were just kind of like, okay.
Twitch chat works.
That'll like our 1,500 Facebook followers. I think like at one point in time 300 were from Brazil.
Nice.
That's crazy.
It's weird how some people find you and others are just like, nah.
I bet it's got something to do with the resolution because it gave me a message about resolution on Twitch. Because I thought it would just convert. So I bet that's what it is.
Okay. Well, we'll look into it. If you follow us on Twitch, which there are like 50 of you, we're sorry if you can't watch today, which you won't hear this apology, but whatever.
They can hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it. There we
and
go.
Jarrad says that he can chat in Twitch and it shows up.
They've just done
They
like
just
our
can't
face.
see the video.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
I post and I say, can't see video, but man, you have audio.
There's quality that needs to be on Twitch. You guys don't.
We're
get
not
that
there.
together.
No, we don't.
He's not wrong.
We all have mirrors.
If we
None of
were
us
in
do.
a hot tub and wearing bikinis,
Dude, can we get a hot tub, start doing this show from a hot tub this winter?
sponsor,
Look, it
Sponsor?
Not that kind of sponsor. If I buy somebody else a hot tub, that means that Jennifer finally left me, and I need to. It's at my efficiency apartment, and it's made out of cardboard boxes and duct tape.
so we're gonna need to start a Patreon or whatever you say the goddamn word, just to raise
Just
money
to get a
for
hot tub?
Yeah, there
I
you go.
agree. Oh my god, can you imagine if we stuck a hot tub out there and just start streaming in the winter from there?
No, just do it on the inside. Just get rid of the couches. I mean,
Just right there in the
it's
living room.
movie night. Let's go in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Matt, the look on Matt's face would be amazing.
Yep.
And of course, we couldn't tell him ahead of time. That would be something he would walk down the stairs and it would just be there.
Honestly, you could get rid of the table. You could like put that stuff away and get rid of that table.
Oh, yeah.
and
It'd
put
fit
the
right
hot
there.
tub. Yeah, see,
And
then
it's
it's
close
not
to
on
the
the
water.
carpet.
It's close to the water hookups.
I'm just just throwing ideas out there.
He's an idea man, y'all.
Yep.
All right, guys. So, as always, we'll go over the scoring system, even though everybody here has done it 1,000 times, just in case there's anybody new watching today, or tomorrow, or Wednesday, whenever the hell you watch it. We always get a big Wednesday bump. That's weird. Everybody, evidently,
hump
they're
day?
tired of the work week. Wednesday, they're like, "Fuck it, I need to watch somebody drink."
That's Chris Knight travel day, and
Scoring system, simple untapped scales, it's quarter increments. We go from 0.25 as the lowest score, and the only reason it's not a zero is because you can't give a zero on untapped. So if you're that bad at making beer, we want to make sure you know it. But the one thing we are nice about is a 3 is a perfectly average beer. We were not going to cut that down the middle. So 3 is perfectly average. Under that, obviously below average. Above that, above average. Shocker. 4 or higher, that's seek out. That's not only do I like this beer, is it above average? That's one of those where if it's in California, Oregon, Washington, New York, whatever, I'm going to find a way to get a hold of that beer. Texas.
when Jarrad has bought the same 6-pack 3 weekends in a row,
That's seek
he's
out.
seeking out.
All right.
Under that, well, 4, 7, 5, and 5 is not only seek out, but it's also, that's tingling the jingles, jingling the tingles, all that good stuff. Under that, obviously below average, but you get into like below 2, okay, I paid for this, or it was given to me, I'll drink it, whatever. Under 1 is straight up like, I don't know why this was bottled or canned, I am pouring it down a drain. Unless you're on the show and your name's John or Tyler, then, well,
Guess what?
or Pete, you haven't
I've
drank for it
never-
yet either.
I've never-
And as
I-
many times as you've been on the show and had bad beer,
We've
you
had
haven't
some
done it
really
yet.
bad
Bad
ones.
beer.
Well, luckily, the same nights that we have really bad ones, we have really good ones.
That usually does happen, yeah.
It does happen.
Which is why this one's here today.
That's
because
why I've returned.
no matter
Right.
what, we
Yes.
should at least be safe because of this one beer.
Well, that one beer is going to make the night.
And I've been known to bring the bad ones myself.
You have.
That's happened.
You have a better record than BYBC on those, though.
She's gotten better.
She finally got some good ones that last time, but good lord. I brought you some bangers from North Carolina. Oh, God!
Yeah, I know his name's Jarrad, but can we call him Offscreen Shaw?
Ooh, I kind
I
of
like
like
Offscreen
that.
Shaw. Is that a permission?
You cool with that, off-screen Shaw?
Yeah.
Offscreen Shaw, what do you have comment-wise?
Russell Owens. Congrats, Tyler, on the new gig.
Thank you, Russ. Got a new head coaching position at a high school. I'm excited for it.
You've been working for years for this.
I have been. I'm our call out meetings Friday.
Well
You have my call out meeting Friday.
You're gonna have the best water polo team in Indiana. I promise you.
Oh, no doubt.
Baseball.
Yeah. Wrong sport.
No, I couldn't get the water polo job.
Kerry Davis says, looks
You
like
look
a
like
great lineup.
Well, thank you, Carrie. Wherever you're watching from, I appreciate you.
We need a laugh sign.
You just above us, you see, and leave it in camera would be the best part.
Oh, yeah.
Like, leave it in view. It just says laugh, and you hear Carrie start laughing. That'd be good. All right, guys. Our first beer is from Parrish Brewing out of Louisiana. This is Greetings from Jamaica Beach. Berliner style with passion fruit, orange, lemon, pomegranate, coming in at 5.6%.
Stephanie's going to be pissed. She's not going to try this. She just left.
Did she really?
Well, I'm excited about it because I've had no good beers from Louisiana.
Parrish is amazing.
We have yet to have a bad one from Parrish.
I like how you stopped that.
Notice how I said yet.
Yeah. Well, I'm not just saying. I mean, we've had.
I like
It's like
the
We
orange
went
juice.
through there. They have a lot of breweries.
They have a lot of breweries.
have
Carrie's
you
brought
been-
us back one. You brought us a Parrish, though, didn't you?
It was Parrish.
Yeah. I started to be like, oh, he brought us back one from Louisiana that was good. And then it was like, oh, shit, that was a Parrish. That doesn't count. That was what we were just talking about.
Oh. So what's supposed to be in this?
The same
Did it
things I
say?
just read. Passion fruit, orange, lemon, and pomegranate.
Obviously, I was not paying attention to you.
Tyler's talking.
I'm used to that. It's fine.
I was just terrified that you said I have not had one of their beers before. It smells so good, doesn't it? That's why I said, read it off again.
God, that smells good.
Did you go to the can, Mr.
He did.
Crenshaw?
I saw him doing it.
Awesome. All right. And then you gotta do the whole thing where if he doesn't have it placed on there just right, you tell Tyler which way to twist it.
You just do this above the thing. Which direction you think it needs twisted? This should be fun.
Go that way. That's good.
All right. I know in some circles it's frowned upon to drink at breakfast. Not our circles.
My God.
Not our circles, but
No, I did
breakfast
Saturday
drinking
hard.
is going to become. It usually is a day that starts with an S, but I
like
think
a
it's going to be a
it's like a
day that
mimosa.
ends in a Y.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is straight up a mimosa beer.
Yeah.
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 Jarrad said it very off-screen. Shaw said it very well there. That is. I'm not upset at this.
No, that's really tasty. I got a bottle of Martini di Rossi. Di Rossi?
The
Rossi?
Rossi.
The D'Asti. Martini Rossi. D'Asti.
Jesus.
It's hard to say.
If you keep saying it wrong, it doesn't make it right. Right. Just to let you know.
Have a champagne.
It doesn't work that way. Is
What
it?
hat am I
Man,
wearing?
I wish
All
I
right.
could like
it-
zoom in on your face.
You can, not necessarily on the face though. You have a 90, 75, and 60 degree.
It only locks in on the
you
beard.
Yeah, the camera just,
Understand.
as soon as you zoom, it picks a beard and just goes.
Right.
That would actually be the coolest feature ever.
You're like, it's beard cam.
Tracking.
Oh, that's the third camera, beard cam. We're like full on.
If I could put a little square on his face.
The
flavors all blend really well.
yeah.
Orange stands out a little more than the others, but not in a
kinda
bad
feel
way.
like- yeah.
The rest blend very well in a nice flavor. I think it's very smooth, very clean, not overly tart while still having a little bit of it. It's very much a mimosa in a can, and I'm here for it.
I just briefly glanced at it because I was looking to see if there had any orange seeds in there, which it doesn't.
Oh,
But
like chunks
I
or
looked
anything?
at it. No, I thought maybe there was pulp in there.
No,
It's that fresh and
it's very clean, not overly thick like some of the ones we've had from other places that can turn some texture people off.
Yeah.
Turns me off at times. But that is
450.
not much turned him off.
Like ecto shit.
That's one of 3 tonight. I'm
just-
limiting myself. I'm limiting myself
during
tonight.
the first beer.
13 minutes.
So it's not boozy at all, because it's only a 5.6, right?
Yep.
I think you could get away with, if you need a better wake me up, you could pour a little vodka in there, and it still would not be boozy tasting.
No.
It has such a balance with the fruit.
John's going to find out.
I should have said that before.
American Liquor Company vodka.
There you are.
The best vodka in town.
If there's anything else that you want me to blend with your other boozes, you just whisper in my ear and I'll call it out.
But seriously, though, best vodka that you can buy. At the price point,
Reach, though.
$20 for that vodka bottle right there. And it is a vodka I can drink straight.
Oh, yeah.
There you are.
And I don't like vodka.
Ooh.
See?
That's a screwdriver now. Vodka takes some of the carb out, which is kind of sad, but it's tasty.
It tastes it.
First beer, and we're adding booze to our booze. It's going to be a good night, y'all.
We did not.
Fair.
He did.
I'm a little,
Sucker.
only because you came
You guys
up
always
with
yell at me for like not drinking as fast, but that's the reason why.
It's because you want to throw vodka in there.
Sometimes we come up as we're talking with stupid shit that sounds amazing.
Just a reminder, the 3 scores on camera are the ones that count, but we will be hearing from Mr. Offscreen Shaw as well, because his opinion does matter. Just doesn't count today.
Doesn't matter.
I wanted to make sure that was in there, so if Matt watches this at any point, he hears how nice we're talking to Offscreen Shaw.
See, what
He was a little jealous after how nice I was to Offscreen Reem last time he was here. So
You did that completely wrong. You should change the rules. Make
Oh.
my vote not count. Make his vote
Oh my
count.
God.
It would have just thrown him. He'd jump off the cruise ship.
he might have.
Like,
Feed himself to the alligators down there in Nolans.
all we found in the Caribbean was a hat floating in the water.
With that,
That's
and it's the 2 bearded guys.
He tried to drown himself, but he just bobs up and down out of the water. You could.
We need to come out some.
I'm going
Some
to
hints
laugh on that sign, just set it in front of me, hit the button on, hit the button off, hit the button on.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so it is time to score. John, you will kick us off.
I think it's fantastic. Would absolutely buy that again. Try to see what I could do to find it, and it's going to be a 4 1/4.
I'm 4.25 as well. It is solid. No aftertaste. No pulpiness.
Even though I fully expect it, it's not there.
I slightly disagreed. I'm giving it a better score of the 4.5.
Oh.
I think it's so clean and fresh, and we've had. And what's funny is we've had this can a while. It's at least
It's been a few months.
there it is. It's from May,
Okay.
Ooh.
and it is that crisp and fresh tasting still. I'm giving it a 4.5.
You know what's also interesting? We didn't talk about it. A lot of places that will do these sour beers will add a little bit of vanilla or something to try to balance it. It doesn't need it.
No. It was so crisp, so clean, so fresh tasting. You were looking for pulp. Again, this is from May, and it still tastes like that. That is a well-made beer.
Love Parrish. I really do.
Jarrad, what'd you think of it, my man? What would you score it? What'd you think?
I think a 4.25. Yeah. Yeah. As soon as I drank it, it reminded me of Saturday when Katie and I went to another Broken Egg and we had mimosas and fucking something that was rum, coffee. It was more rum than coffee.
Ooh, that sounds fantastic.
Sounds like our mimosas we
Yeah.
had after hops.
Woo, those are boozy.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Good. So speaking of hops and coaster drops, what a fun event.
Yeah.
I know we talked about it a little bit last week, but it was a blast. If you haven't seen, and the main reason I'm bringing it up is Bob Couch, who does our editing now for some of our videos, has edited out some different things from that event
So
that you
good.
definitely need to check out.
They're so fun to watch.
The American Liquor Company vodka one is fun. There's a few. I love his teaser one that was literally just us for like 5 seconds, and then was like more to come.
More to come.
was so
You're
good.
not ready.
It was so good.
I was like, okay, nice Bob. That was clever.
I think there was a couple of video shots that I got, and I was kind of hoping he'd trim them and edit just a little bit more, and he just used the whole shot, which is fine. He's learning. And I didn't, I told him right at the bat, because he tried to like see, hey, watch this, tell me what you think. I'm like, I'm not going to. Just publish it. You're fine.
I'll admit, I've watched more of his edits than I've ever watched or listened to anything we've done.
Yeah.
Like, partially they are a little shorter, which we've always talked about. Shorter is easier to digest on social media and stuff like that. But also, it's more just because that's not, even though I was there, he does stuff to these videos that make them A, hilarious, and B, chops them up and does all sorts of stuff that now I'm like, okay, I was there, but now we've put it together in a fun way, so now I'm going to rewatch it. I'm not going to rewatch this show because I literally
We
was,
just,
there. Like,
As somebody who watches, like, I love watching the live stream, and then throughout the week, rewatch just the beer review sections.
which he's been doing more of those, which has been great.
So then it reminds me, I'm like, oh, that's right, they talked about that beer. Yeah.
We've been talking about doing that for a while. We just don't edit.
Well, yeah, we don't edit. I don't like to, and he doesn't know how.
Takes a lot of time.
I could figure it out, but I don't have that.
Jarrad showed me how to do it one time, and I was like, I might do this.
No.
And then it never happened. But, that does come out to a 4.25 average. That is a fantastic beer. If you live in Louisiana and you've not had Parrish, you're an
It's
idiot.
like your one good brewery.
Check them out. Wow, we just said fuck you to an entire state.
Or hey, prove us wrong.
We have
yeah. Send us beer.
Prove us wrong.
They aren't Texas.
There ain't no good. Well, Martin House. Pickle beer.
If it wasn't for pickle beer, like straight up, that state would suck.
Yeah. If that needs adjusted anyway, Jarrad.
Do you need me
Let
to
us
move
know.
something?
I am thinking.
Are you looking for the can?
I'll do it during the
okay.
mid.
Okay.
This should be entertaining. I
know.
love when Jarrad starts
I
fucking
do
with
too.
shit.
I love it.
We probably should have had a quick rinse.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I didn't think about it till just now. I realized what we were drinking next. Thank you, studio audience.
Studio audience tickets.
Well, while this is going on, Russell
The tickets
Owens,
were free as long as you washed the dishes.
Russell Owens says, every day is breakfast drinking day. Simple carbs, hydration, and grains. Sippable cereal.
Hells yeah.
Sippable cereal. And that is
Dibs,
how
write
it
that down.
Yeah, we're dibbing what you just said. Just
And
so you
then
know.
Randy says, hey, Tyler, congrats on the new coaching job. All my grandkids go to Monroe Central, so you will see a lot of me and my family out there. Good luck. Just win, baby.
Heckling all day long.
That's a family I'm excited. No, I'm just kidding. Randy, thank you so much. I love you guys. You know that. It's a family I grew up with, so I'm pretty excited about that. I actually was in a bowling league with his daughter when I was in high school.
Is that what you call it?
So thankful.
It was a bowling league, thank you.
I know what I'm doing.
Asshole. That was bad. No.
You were in high school too.
They pay me in beer.
But anyway, so I forget what I was talking about now. But yeah, so thank you. Real quick, how did your weekend go with your taco seasonings, my man?
Oh,
Yeah,
so
tell us what's going on.
we did a sampling of our taco seasoning, Ugly Pete's seasonings, at Piazza Produce Stand. We sold out,
Hell
Awesome.
yeah!
and I got a call from Mrs. Jenny Bieber Piazza yesterday at 10:30 at night, and she's like, "How many more can you make?"
Oh
We
shit!
have lots of people texting, emailing Piazza, letting us know that they want more. So I'm like,
Hells yeah.
yeah. Fun part about it is my wife's like, I didn't know that you wanted to make this a brand. I'm like, really? I'm like, all the jars showing up to the house on the Super Prime Amazon that you didn't notice that. Oh, and the printer I bought to make labels, and the little things that just show up that seem to cost lots of money. Who would know? But hey, but it was fantastic. It was a good showing. Made over 250 tacos in about 3 hours. So it was very tiring. So it was awesome.
I'm excited for you, man. That's
Thanks,
cool
I
that you sold
appreciate it.
out, dude. That's a cool thing. That's a good feeling.
It was, especially since I had it in a box behind me and only had 2 out at a time. And people were like, "Are you selling this?" I'm like, "Oh, people took those. Oh, yeah, here, let me get some more out." And I wasn't paying attention. Well, and we were just throwing so many damn tacos out, and you have to make them and make them pretty,
Yeah.
And it's like it's not just
Presentation, baby.
It's you eat with your eyes first.
Damn straight.
So
By the way, what is that?
That appears to be a beer.
No, that.
Oh, a chunk? Looks like a little bit of hot pellet there.
hot pellet.
Speaking of which,
This guy.
Pete,
it's a Purdue glass.
Is it a Purdue Pete?
Yeah, it's one of the old Pete logos. Yeah, that's why I gave that one to you.
Boiler up.
You're a Boilermaker.
I'm not that fucking old.
I know all the old logos and stuff. Family, I grew up in it. This is the... Carrie's like, I am. This is the dry hopped Zwickel, unfiltered, that sounds bad.
you're asking
Nature
Hooked
Rub.
on Phonics
No.
Pete to read it. Oh,
Nature
okay.
Rub.
Nature Rub. Ooh.
This
Went
is
camping.
by Deschutes.
The shoots.
Deschutes makes good beer, so I'm excited about that. I have no idea the ABV. They're damn 4.9. It's brewed in Germany according to the German purity law by Bitburger. So technically this was imported. It's brewed in collaboration with Deschutes.
All right.
But it's a German beer, so that's exciting. Made by Bitburger. We brew with friends.
I just want to make sure it's just my eyes.
Oh, it is. I'm getting so creeped out because I never see off-screen Matt because the
He's a little bit
screen is
shorter.
in the way. But he's just
Just a
raising
tad
up
bit.
slightly, and it's freaking me out. I love it.
Oh, that malty and tasty.
Yes.
That honey in the back. It
Yeah,
reminds me of the old blonde that I used to buy.
I'm glad he said bye.
Oh, that doesn't make it any better.
That's true.
Hence my phone call from Vegas earlier.
Was that back in your Purdue days, or was that really shady strip club in Lafayette?
Yeah.
I was there last week. It was good.
Oh, yeah.
Danzers.
Yeah, Danzers.
Off-screen Shaw had a really good description of that.
That is tasty, yeah. That honey in the back, that is malty goodness.
Malty goodness,
Oh, that malt up front.
lingering bitterness. on
Try
the
that,
tongue.
Gary. That's
The
one you might
mouthfeel
like.
It is not drying though.
No.
It has
It
a
isn't.
lingering bitterness, but it's not drying. Mouthfeel.
Very pleasant. Gary about spit beer at you.
Yeah.
She's in a meeting or she'd be here.
What do you think about that?
Good.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
solid beer.
That's a good beer.
I love the head retention on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was really
Rub.
excited when you read the purity law. I love anything that's done that well. If it's done right.
I'm trying to add atmosphere.
Well,
With the smoke.
well, that's the thing about it. You can't hide anything when you're brewing according to the German purity law. You can't hide behind anything.
You mean you don't add vanilla to hide behind
Yeah,
some
you're
or
not-
peanut extract and give it a chemical taste?
You're not throwing all sorts of adjuncts. You're not doing all sorts of shit that if the base beer itself's mediocre, you can hide. When you're brewing beer like this, there ain't nowhere to fucking hide.
Nope.
Right. Or you add a bunch of fruit to it and make the cans explode.
He didn't actually say it, so
No, I only have 3 a show. I can hint
But
towards
you-
a fourth,
it's-
but I don't say their name.
Now he doesn't. But you're talking about 450, right?
he is.
Oh yeah.
So that doesn't count.
That doesn't
That
count.
was me. Also,
You want to
kind
know
of
what event we'll never be invited to?
Oh, I won't be. I'll pull in the parking lot when they have a release and I'm like, escort him off, please.
That's that fucker. All right.
And you know what's funny? I bet they know because
Oh yeah, they do.
they're those type of assholes who
450 people.
they
yeah.
search out people
Yeah.
say shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, they do. And I know some people that still go out there. They've heard of us, which actually makes me so much happier. When I found that out, that made me so much happier.
Yeah.
They've heard of us.
Ooh.
And it's not a it's a. I don't want to.
Here, let's talk about this beer right now. We'll dog on them later on.
Oh
when
no,
we
they
have
make
more
shit beer.
beers.
But
I
this,
was just gonna say, it's a fun place to go to. Grandma is amazing. She's pouring the wine samples.
yeah, she is cool. This beer though, malty. Jarrad, it's hard to say much more because Jarrad nailed it with that little bit of honey finish, like
It's got some grapefruit to it.
maybe a little bit of bitterness.
Yeah.
It's a hopped beer, so
Yeah.
makes sense. I knew it'd be solid. I wasn't expecting that. I'm happy.
It's really, really well balanced. Even on I had a big gulp at the end. Wasn't disappointing.
No, I agree.
You know, sometimes you're like, oh, go big gulp. Let's see if I can ruin it. Nope. Still just as good.
Are we doing a big gulp of them as well? Holy shit!
We don't have to.
I
Yeah.
think it was better, actually.
Yeah, and it had a really nice heavy body for only being less than 4.9%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That malt really gave it a nice body for a lighter beer. That was solid.
Fantastic.
You are first, Mr. Ferrar.
You know, it's a good night already. I mean, I've never voted in the 4s 2 in a row at the beginning of the night. There's usually some kind of garbage
Get them out of the way.
right off the bat. I am gonna go. Oh,
We're
Tyler's
good.
breaking stuff. I'm gonna go right back to a 4.25. I'm gonna seek this out. Not only I like all the collaboration, the artwork on the can. The can almost feels like it belongs on a race car because it looks like it's sponsored by
Yeah.
five different breweries. It's only 2, but still, it looks really cool. So 425, I love the balance. It's smooth. It's not heavy, and you can drink it all day. And this is your Oktoberfest beer where you're drinking the giant steins of it, and it's not going to get you in trouble.
I agree. Also, want to show you this because a few weeks ago, this was our night. This was the average score. That was the night.
Yeah, well, you don't do that when I'm here. Usually,
We
throw
didn't
one
do
in
it
that
on
tastes like grass clippings.
We didn't do it on purpose that night. A lot of the beers on that were shit that we were like, oh, we're not gonna, and then fucking, we had nothing below a 4 one night, including 2
5s at
fives.
the end of the night. That's pretty
Yeah,
freaking
that was a solid night.
One was like a horchata chocolate that we weren't expecting to be good. It was, and then we added a River North at the very end.
Cheater.
Yeah, but I mean, it was already a good night even before that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So my score, he said 4.25. I'm going to back that up with another one. That's a hell of a beer.
It's really funny because I'm going to go 4.5.
So
One better.
So it's still an average of a 4 1/4. It's the exact same scoring we did last time, except John and I switched scores.
Yep. I appreciate how well done it is. Like, I like the Parish one better, but they did this fantastic.
So literally the exact same reasoning that I gave Parrish the 4.5.
Yep.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Jarrad, what would you give it?
4.25.
Jared's like, I'm just going to stay with the same shit.
It's just so clean, and it's got so many flavors. You guys nailed it. You guys said that earlier.
Right in the nose.
Because
That was
it's only
unfortunate.
4.9, but somebody said grapefruit. I said the honey. It's such a great
I said
beer.
multi-goodness because that was the first thing that came to mind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to go across the board. Now I need a pretzel. I need
Some spicy
sauerkraut,
cheese.
sausage,
Oh, yeah, some
brunch
sauerkraut and
burger.
sausage. I mean, it's...
Brunch
Why are
burger.
we here and not at Oktoberfest? It's one of those things.
Well, this Saturday,
Oh.
you can come visit us at Loggers in Lawrence, one of our favorite beer fests of the year. 3rd year in a row we've been going as Two Bearded Guys.
And I'll be there. It'll just be John and I.
No Oscar and Matt.
So,
Jared, you want to play off?
I might be able to.
if anybody shows up, we might put you to work.
I'm catering.
But stop by, see us. It is a great event. They always do fun shit. Last year we had wiener dog races. We had
Stein holding contest.
contest.
Are you gonna try to?
I'll do it again. I'll represent Two Bearded Guys again. That's fine.
try to
I'll see if I can go a little further this time.
defend your second to last place finish.
It wasn't second. There was 2 people out before me.
Okay.
But surgically repaired shoulders, people. Give me a break.
No. That was good.
I told John my entire goal was not to be the first one out, and there was 2 people drop out before me, and I was like, "Let's go!"
Are you gonna drink the warm beer again?
I'm hoping it's colder this time because that was the most disgusting natty I've ever drank in my life. Nothing like putting natty light and
In the
leaving it out in the sun all
sun.
day, and then filling steins. And I knew it was out in the sun, but I didn't realize they'd literally just left it out all day. Went to try to down the stein full just because we're 2 bearded guys. Thought it'd look cool if I could slam that thing. Damn near threw it up. It was just gross, like 90-degree natty light.
Nice.
Oh, and it was a hot day, and it was like I'm bringing extra shirts this time. Jesus.
Yeah. I think this week it's supposed to be hot though.
No, it's supposed to be mid-60s.
Let's go!
Yes!
That's a button moment.
Yeah, you got buttons.
Jared forgot he had buttons.
Yeah, he did.
Jared hadn't been hitting
Hit
any
the sound
buttons.
folder and then
Jared doesn't like us. It's fine.
he's learning. He's got some things he's doing better on, and some things he's not.
Doesn't matter
quite
what
yet.
button.
My favorite is those.
Oh, got it.
My favorite is how close he was staring at him. Hold on.
Fucking out the window, sir.
I had to do that to a couple shirts last time. I literally went and bought a new shirt. It was so hot because I sweat through 2 and I had to put a new one on.
Pete's right. It'll only be 65.
I was wondering what the hell just happened.
I know.
No, it'll be 75 Saturday.
75 Saturday. Still.
It was almost 100 last year. So
There we are.
Yeah.
We have that.
all right. Our next beverage
Oh my god, I love
is the Brewdog Fellowship IPA, 5% ABV. This is from the Lord of the Rings series.
What are we, bitches?
it. What?
Don't worry, we make up for it.
Are you
Okay,
serious? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm already worried.
I literally bought this 100% from,
Label
where
whore.
was I at? Total Wine, because it was a Lord of the Rings beer.
Total Wine doesn't
So
pay us anything.
appropriate right now.
But they're
why I did it.
soft opening at Hamilton Town Center this Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm gonna spend so much money.
There's a brewery.
I have a
There's
$100
new
gift
brewery
card that's been sitting.
opening
No,
up.
Total Wine.
Total Wine.
They're
Oh.
opening one up
Oh.
at Hamilton Town Center.
No shit.
It
Yeah.
used to be like
That's
World
great.
Market or something. One of those frou-frou
Yes.
Yep.
That is where it's going.
grocery stores. You're like, are you vegan? Come shop here. No, I'm not. I'm going to pay extra.
You want to know?
Are you a drunkard now? Come shop at Total Wine.
I am.
Yeah, by the way, entering my phone number. What I get nothing out of. Do you get things
At
out
Total
of-
Wine?
Yeah.
Yeah, points. Yeah.
I never get like cool points where it's like, hey, it's $5.
It takes quite a bit to actually get anything, but
But when you
Just
spend
keep entering.
$250 each time,
yeah, just keep
it's
entering.
a fest.
Yeah. All right. The Lord of the Rings can here. Hazy IPA from Brewdog. I'm not a huge Brewdog fan, but it was
It's
Lord
a
of the
great
Rings.
label.
It is hazy-ish.
Smells like an IPA.
Stop.
It does.
Go back. Yeah.
Right there. Right there. Right there. No, back.
I like that it's also shorter so I can see your face.
It's not bad.
Oh yeah.
Crisp, clean. It's brewed well. Not a ton of flavor.
It tastes like it should be on Lord of the Rings. They didn't have a lot going on then. You know, they were fighting people. They didn't have a lot of time for flavors to come
I feel like
through.
a good
Yeah, they
lager
were-
and a stout is what they
They
had
were
in Lord of the
fighting
Rings.
demons and
I mean,
orcs and
Do
shit.
you think you have
And
time
mead.
for stuff
You
to
know they had
ferment
mead.
correctly?
Oh, they definitely had
They
mead.
definitely had mead.
And wine.
Mead's easy to
Wine.
make. They
And-
definitely had mead.
Is this a
And
mead?
weed.
Is this a mead? Then we'll go back to the Lord of the Rings
They had
beer.
that. No, they had that good leaf.
Good
They
leaf.
had that
Leaf.
good leaf.
Good leaf.
That makes them giggle a lot.
Oh,
Yeah, then you have good leaf.
I need that.
That is. It's not bad. There's a little bit of a hop profile to it.
Real light.
It's very thin, very light.
I mean, it's good, but it's light.
It's crisp. It would be an IPA that you could drink on a warmer day.
Yes, it's an all-day hazy IPA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it is. Which is what it
sessionable.
says on the can, hazy IPA.
Yeah.
Like,
You could shotgun this and not hate yourself for it.
it is an IPA you could chug easily.
You could,
Yeah.
you could.
This is the beginner IPA.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Training Wheels IPA, I
Baby's
like it.
first IPA.
Baby's first IPA.
Here you go, son.
How do you think we got Matt to like IPAs a little bit?
We put a
What's
nipple on it.
what's the percentage on this?
5, I think.
2.
Yeah, 5. So, it's not bad. It's just not anything special. I mean, I'm gonna give it a 2.75.
I'll go a little bit higher. I'll go 3 1/4.
And I'm 2.75 on this.
All right.
That comes out to what, a 2.75 or no? It comes out to a 3, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just not. I need a little bit more. Like, there's a billion hazies out there anymore, and it's not even average in my opinion. So that's why I had to go a quarter point under. It's different than some of the hazies I've had, but not necessarily in a good way. There's less flavor.
Yeah.
So I went under. I couldn't give it an
5% hazy IPA. It does what it is.
Jared, what would you have scored it?
Yeah, 2.75. It's IPA light. It's got flavor and it's not bad in any shape or form, but it's kind of like when you're expecting an IPA, you're like, oh fuck, and you drink it and all of a sudden you pucker up and you're like, Jesus Christ. This is like, oh cool, it's an IPA.
This is when you want to look cool in front of your craft beer friends and
I
say
drink
you drink
IPAs.
IPAs. And in reality, you drink this.
Yeah, and you don't let them drink
God
it.
damn it. No. Kind of like how you're like, oh yeah, I'm a nerd. I read and watch Lord of the Rings.
That does fit, but I love Lord of the Rings.
I
so
do
fuck off.
too. Doesn't mean it's bad. It's just like it's entry level.
Lord of the Rings is not entry level.
I read it
Harry
in 5th
Potter
grade.
is entry level as a nerd.
I'm gonna agree with
And I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, have it on my arm. But Harry Potter is entry level nerddom.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Star Wars is entry level nerddom.
I'd agree with that.
And I was talking more fantasy, but yeah, not sci-fi.
You said nerd. You didn't
did.
say
I know.
fantasy
You didn't,
or
you didn't
sci-fi.
pick what kind of nerd.
Orcs and elves
Marvel,
Because I'm a
entry
super
level
nerd.
nerddom.
and dwarves.
I could go without Harry Potter or Star Wars.
Marvel, entry level nerddom.
Oh,
Or Lord of the Rings.
No, I'm okay with Lord of the Rings.
MCU entry level nerddom.
I'm not going to read it, but
Not Marvel Comics. MCU. Now, I love all of the things I just talked about.
I do. I love Lord of the Rings. Once again, I read it when I was in 5th grade.
most beer people are nerds, so
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of which, if you haven't been watching Rings of Power, do it. So fucking good. So much fun.
Most expensive TV show ever made.
And they're already contracted out for 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whether you like it or not, there's
It's gonna
4
be
more
here.
seasons.
Well, Amazon flat said they were making their version, their show that was the Game of Thrones. Like they wanted a flagship Game of Thrones style show.
They got
They're
it.
doing it.
$25 million an episode.
It's absurd.
Somebody mentioned that it might have not just been Peter Jackson who did the whole commission to do the whole 3 Lord of the Rings in one go. That the Tolkien estate might have had something to do with that because, similar to this, Amazon had to buy out for 5 seasons.
And what's
Tolkien
funny,
estate was like, if you're going to do this,
You're doing it right. We're making bank.
yes.
and what's funny is they didn't buy the rights to the Silmarillion, which is why it's not the Silmarillion.
Right.
Yeah.
They bought the rights to the Lord of the Rings and what Peter Jackson did, which is why they use a lot of the same sets, a lot of the same music, things like that. But then they created a backstory based upon...
Well, and they bought out some of the books. They just couldn't get.
They did Uncharted stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Basically the appendix.
Yeah.
Untold stories.
Which really makes me laugh.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun.
Savannah.
And that's my nerddom for the moment.
Savannah says, my dudes and my favorite Pete.
Savage! Woo! My girl. I love that girl. I'm so glad she joined us at Hops.
Yeah.
Savannah.
Her and Steph made it so much better. Like,
It was a
especially at the cabin, it was
really
just
great
fun
time.
hanging out.
Yeah.
It was nice having them around. I was glad to be rid of that Carrie and Bunny crew, though. Whew. Nah, we missed you guys. But yeah, that was a good beer. We do have one more for the first part of the show before we take our break. He's Oktoberfest time.
Yeah, I don't think we need a rinse. You go from
No,
one
we
German
don't.
beer to another. I like it.
And it was such a light hazy just now that, let's be honest, it's not gonna.
Yeah.
It's not gonna do anything.
What is this bullshit?
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh,
It's been there a minute. I don't know.
Jared, can we
I
have your
wasn't going
glass?
to use it. Oh,
Or
yeah,
do you
yeah.
not want, drinks? Do you want us to take that little sip of that little splashy splash so we don't, or dump it in the trash, something like?
Get your backwash.
So Pete, while he's pouring, obviously do a lot of different cooking, and we
Yes.
talked about the taco seasoning. It's coming up to chili season.
Yes,
I
it
know.
is.
There's a lot of competitions going on.
Has Scarlet Lane announced when theirs is yet?
No, they haven't. But the really big local one is the Wabash one in Wabash, Indiana. And that's like the one to go to. I think there's like 40, 50 like big guys. Not like, oh, it's mom and she makes good chili.
Yeah.
These are dudes that do it right. It'll be similar to the one I was in earlier this year, where you go in the worst chilies, one of the best chilies you've ever had in your life. So and then you work your way down, and you're like, man, I got 15th out of 25. How good was first? And you're like, man, that's pretty damn good. And then you get to second, and you're like, it tastes like the first one. They all taste the same. I don't know how you judge them, but it's going to be fantastic. And we'll be doing chili seasonings here in a week.
Nice. I like it.
I did my first attempt at roasting hatch chilies.
Oh, that's great. I love doing that.
How did it turn out?
They're mushed up. They're frozen in a bag. So, yeah, I did it.
Attaboy.
Sure did.
All right, so our beer is the Pollinator Munchen Pollinator Oktoberfest Marzen. They've bbeen brewing since 1634. Quality and heritage brewed with uncompromising standards that strictly adhere to the Reinskin... I never can now say that word. The German purity law. Using only 4 ingredients, water, hops, yeast, and malt for nearly 400 years. Brewed and bottled by Pollinator. This is coming in at 5.8% ABV. I love Marzens, and I love German beer, so...
I like German beers when they're purity law based, because they're usually all day drinkers.
This.
That's pleasant.
This is like
Carrie, you want to try it?
the textbook definition of what a Marzen is.
Yeah.
Like,
What is a Marzen? Sorry.
it's a German beer.
Yeah, you kind of stepped on your dick on that one, didn't you? You're like, well, it's pretty textbook. You know, if you look at this painting over here, he's using these brush strokes. What kind? You're like, fuck, I don't know. I was making that
There's
up.
several German beers I really, really like, and the Helles is my favorite.
I'm just making sure you.
But then the Marzen is just a good one too. How about that?
I'll tell you right now, I don't know what makes a Marzen, like, by definition. I know what I expect in the taste. I know kind of what they're supposed to taste like. I can tell you that side of it. You're going to get a lot of malt, a little bit of spice. Marzens typically are going to be slightly less spice than like an Oktoberfest. It's a little more clean, a little more bready, definitely malty. Nice color. This is a little lighter in color than some.
Yeah.
But I think this tends to be more the correct coloring. I'm very excited because that tastes stupid good. I hated giving Carrie a sip, but I knew he would enjoy it. It's a simple beer, but a good beer.
Oh, it's so,
And the Marzens
so good.
usually tend to have very limited aftertaste.
Yeah.
It's all flavor you drink, and you're like, I need more because none of it's left on the palate. It's a very clean.
I mean, this with a pretzel and some German mustard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man, I go first. On
That
this
bottle needed to be bigger.
Marzen, or Marzen beer, is a lager that originated in Bavaria. Medium to full body and may vary in color from pale through amber to dark brown, usually in the amber hue. Beer that was traditionally served at the Munich Oktoberfest, sitting around 5.1 to 6, which is this 5.8. I mean, or 5.6, whatever it is. It's all the way back in like the 16th century, like is when this beer started being made. Oh yeah, that's right. I actually heard this from Suter one time. Brewed only between the 29th of September, St. Michael's Day, and the 23rd of April. Or not one Suter, it was Kyle that told me that one time. As the high temperatures required to heat and boil the ingredients in the kettle were more likely to cause fires or explosions during the higher summer months. But yeah, so back in 1553, they decreed that beer was only to be brewed between those dates. That is funny. Marzen was brewed in March with more hops, malt, and that's what it is traditionally now.
Interesting.
So I guess that makes sense. Marzen, March, you know.
Oh, that's cute.
I am going to go ahead and read it.
Are you really?
I am.
Promise?
Oh, now. God. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure now. But
Picture of Jarrad's head.
I'm going to give it a 5.
Ooh, a 5.
I think it's fantastic. It is. I love this. This is jingling my tingles, and
That's a. I had to pull the hat off. That's a big number.
I get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good beer.
That ball's going!
This is one of those things I
God!
think about as I've sat here before with Smo money in between us, and we've had good beer, and I've been like, oh no, it's really good, but no, like Smo would smack it beside the head if I didn't give it a 5. This is exactly what a Marzen should be.
Is it? Is it really?
It's 5.
Are we sure?
I'm gonna call Smo right now.
I'm gonna go a 4.5.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Well, shit.
No, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, he's really upset about that. So yeah, I'm gonna go 4.5. It is fantastic. Apparently, I don't know exactly what a Marzen's supposed to taste like, but I like it a lot. I'm gonna seek it out. And once again, I'm a purity whore. Tyler,
That sounds so bad. I'm glad people know we're talking about beer.
purity whore. Hashtag purity whore.
Well, I just got screwed for baseball this weekend. They changed our schedule. Anyway, I'm gonna give it a 4.75. I think it's very good. I can't give it a 5. And I'm probably wrong by not giving it a 5, but it's a great beer, great tasting beer. Slammable, yet also sippable. It is a great combination. I'm going to give it a 4.75, which gives it a 4.75 average. Jarrad, what would you have given it?
4.25.
The lowest of the scores.
He's giving everything a 4.25 though.
No, he gave one a 3.75. Or a 2.75, I mean.
Sure.
So, you know.
I said 4.5, by the way.
Oh, you said a 4.5?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the average score. That's Tyler. That's John. I don't write yours down.
Oh.
I write down the ones I have to keep track of
It
for
counts,
other
but
shit.
yeah, he doesn't write it down.
It used to be written down.
I have never written down the
Sounds
guess.
so sad.
I always
You
do.
and Chris Ream do.
Sounds so
Well, it's
sad.
done right when I guest host, apparently. Okay. I
But
got it now.
I write down the scores I have to keep track of for like our Untapped and shit like that. And I
There you
write
go.
down John's only because in case John ever wants it. But me, I have my own Untapped that I score them all on. But anyway, that is a fantastic beer and a great way to end the first half of the show. What? I
What did
asked
he-
him.
Oh, what did
He
he
Yeah.
said 4 1/4.
You were bitching about baseball. I lost it.
Technically, he did that.
Fuck it
after
out the
I tried to
window,
say
saw.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's been one of those days.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I needed this beer.
I didn't have my four vodka tonics before I got here. I'm not firing on all
He's
cylinders.
not wired this time. But
it.
we'll be right back. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. No, but seriously, check out our sponsors on the right side of the screen. Whether it's Water Performance Technologies LLC. Basically, if you're a brewery and need good water, because, I mean, that's the number one ingredient, check him out, especially in the Midwest. It'd be easy for him to talk to you and, you know, see if he can hook you up. And by hook you up, I mean you pay him and he gives you services. Also, check out Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station. Our Drunken Shenanigans. Glad to hear John paying attention there. They are the
reaching
ones
around.
that are our Can sponsors now. Thank you to them as well. And then Indiana on Tap. Indiana on Tap does all the major events, beer events that we go to throughout the year, including Loggers in Lawrence this upcoming Saturday.
Woo!
In Lawrence area. Where exactly is it at again? Do you remember? I know where
Fort
it's at.
Bend area,
Thank you.
the cultural center.
Yeah, like I know where it's
Kind of
at.
plaza, open plaza area.
Right there next to the swings that make music.
Oh,
They're
those are
gone.
freaky. What?
They've been gone.
Took my
They're
goddaughter
like
there
brand new.
like 6 months ago.
Yeah, they move them around the state. They gone.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Those are cool.
Well, I'm just sad now.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. Anyway,
That's what I
On
do.
that
I
note-
make people sad.
on that note, we'll be right back, guys.
John and off-screen man, big bushy beards and lots and hats. Bearded guys. Oh yes, they are two 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 bearded guys.
I hate all of you and love all of you at the exact same time.
What was that?
I forgot that button was there.
Well, he's found it.
That's a new one.
You gave a kid a toy. What'd you think was going to happen?
I forgot that button was there. Can you hand me Jared's glass? Anyway, our next...
Welcome back to hour 2.
You threw me off with that damn button.
Oh my god, it's so juicy.
Welcome back, guys. For those of you that didn't watch, we had some pretty solid beers in the first half of the show. 3 beers over 4.25 rating, with one being a 4.75. Lowest rated 2 bearded guys score was a 3. That is a solid first half of the show.
It is.
You're not used to that.
I'm not.
Matt's gonna be mad
There's
that we
not
brought
been-
out good beer for
There's
you.
not been grass clippings yet.
We're past any chance of grass clippings now.
We are.
Yeah.
Oh, hour 2. Beer gets darker and so does the music. Or flop that around, one or the other. I forget.
The beer. I don't know. It's a Matt saying.
And,
Anyway, our first beer of the second half, and there's only 3 that were for the picture. We'll add one. We always do. This is True Respite. I never know how the hell their brewing name is. Maple Vanilla Scrum and Hooker.
Nuts up.
Hooker.
Oh, Nut Brown Ale.
Where? I got money.
Hey, it's a Scrum and Hooker, and it's a Nut Brown Ale. I'm just saying.
Oh, I see what they did there.
5.6% ABV. This was their 4th anniversary beer from 2022. So yeah, I'm excited.
So is their logo like the keyhole? What?
Yeah, it's
Because there's a book series called Lock and Key.
yeah, there is. Also a TV show out now for that.
It is.
It's pretty good.
Not a, oh, I
I
didn't
mean,
like
it's,
it.
it's all right.
Which one is that one?
It's
very-
on
very
Netflix.
romantic.
It's
Is that
more
the
meant
Russian
for
one?
no,
Yeah.
it's more meant for teens.
Oh.
It's the rush. It's the right where the big black fucking veil or whatever between the 2 countries. Isn't that the same one? No.
Yeah, that's what I got
That's
confused
one.
with,
Yeah,
too.
that's
No,
one. I was
you're
thinking.
mixing. Lock and Key is
Me and
the kid one where they find the keys that do special things, like you can go in someone's brain and stuff like that. It's good concept, shitty show.
There appears to be a rugby match of some sort.
Ah,
Maybe soccer. I can't really tell.
you know what it looks? It kind of looks like Tecmo Bowl.
A little
You're
bit,
going-
but
going
then there's
to run
like
for
a
a
palace.
touchdown.
Then there's like a palace behind it. I don't know.
Well, it's Lord of the Rings Tecmo Bowl.
What are the rings? Jesus Christ!
That'd be pretty cool.
I would
And
actually,
then
did you hear? I would
you're
actually
like,
play that
you
game.
got Bo Jackson, you're running for a touchdown, and all of a sudden, a dude runs out with a sword and cuts your head off. And you're like, oh, you're down like
Legolas,
20.
Legolas just from the goalpost, just straight up.
Shooting at you.
Oh.
I can tell you, I thought about a lot what was going to happen tonight. Lord of the Rings Tecmo Bowl was not one
No.
that was on the market.
No. Put that down on the bingo card.
Already on it.
Maple.
Oh.
So I was not expecting as much brightness and carb.
A lot more carb than I expected. A lot more roast than I expected. It is called Maple Vanilla Scrum and Hooker. I'm not getting a ton of maple and only a modicum of vanilla.
It's funny. I felt like I should be wearing like a red and black plaid fucking Canadian shirt. Drinking. that.
You're getting a lot of maple?
I'm getting enough that I'm like, oh, that's different.
I'm getting a lot of roast.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think it's over roasted.
The carb and roast is, if it wasn't carb up so much,
Big
I think
gulp.
it'd be.
It's coffee with some syrup.
Yeah.
Even with the big gulp, I don't get much syrup. I don't get
What-
much
what
maple
was
and I
the
don't get much
ABV?
vanilla. 5 point something.
Ah, that's a
5.5.
yeah. I feel bad. If this was double the booze, I would like it a lot more.
Oh, well, then the syrup would really come out.
Right? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it needs to be barrel aged. You throw that in a barrel and let the vanilla come from the barrel, that would help with that maple and vanilla taste.
This is also coming from the group that has 2 River North glasses on the table.
If we had another one, it would be on the table.
Nope, I like this one. You get away.
You do like that glass.
I do. You know why? Because
50
I don't
cents.
want. Because when I'm pouring as a associate host, I end up pouring myself too much, and then I can't talk and read the labels. I like this one. It minimizes.
Do you just
It's
pour
like-
it here?
Yes. Not when we get to the 14s, then I sit to go.
That's
a
legit.
little heavy.
That's legit, actually.
That's funny as shit. You just made my day a little bit.
Hey,
Did we put that on Cam?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then I pulled it off because I wanted to see what all was in it again to make sure I...
Gotcha.
who has to go first?
You do.
You do.
Oh, so-
I'm curious why Jared's tasting it more than we are, because all I'm getting is roast.
I mean, it's heavy. Heavy. But I do tell that it's there. But if they're saying it's supposed to be a lot, then I'm sorry.
The 2 main flavors it lists are maple and vanilla. I get almost no maple and
I
just a
don't-
little bit of vanilla.
I
I
don't
got
get-
the coffee and the maple.
I didn't really feel like I got any
Yeah,
vanilla.
I'm not digging this.
I don't mind the flavor. It doesn't match what's on the can, and I wish it was a little less roasty.
It's kind of a cool label.
Okay, I'm gonna fire away right now.
Do it.
I'm gonna give it a.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give it a 2.5. And the reason why is I'm not gonna seek this out. It's not terrible. It doesn't match what's on the can. And for a guy that likes coffee and roasty, it's just not hitting all the notes for me.
I was really looking forward to it because I love a good brown ale. Love a good brown ale. But it just doesn't come through with what it says on the can it's going to deliver. I'm giving it a 2.75.
Oh no, I was. So
Were you
number
using
one.
the QR code?
Well, I didn't know what Moco Made stood for. So it was out of Montgomery County in Maryland.
Cool.
So I just didn't know what Moco was.
Good, Yogi.
I would not feature this as a anniversary beer.
No.
No. The label's pretty cool.
The label's
Yeah.
really cool, even though we have no idea what it means.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of
Sporting event with a palace
yeah
inside a keyhole.
Ooh, maybe it's Castlevania, and it's a rugby match to go in and kill the vampire.
Everything's been a video game. That's awesome. I
Yeah,
love
dude,
it so
if
much.
you look, I can't. We got to put the can back on Cam just. So
I
you
don't
can
think
see.
they're going to be
It
able
is. It is a cool label. I love the skeletons inside.
That doesn't even count.
Don't put it back.
Because the Tecmo
But
Bowl's going on through the keyhole.
I'm gonna give it a 2 1/4. Like I'm not enjoying it.
yeah,
I don't
you can
really
say that.
like it all that much. So
So you said 2 1/4?
yeah, it's not horrible, but
So it's a 2.5 average.
yeah.
Now we're getting into the range that I'm used to.
It's really funny that we flipped it on it. Again,
did.
I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Art,
Off-screen Shaw.
yeah, what would you have given it?
Mr. Maple.
At first, I thought a 3, but it's not like average. So yeah, 2.75.
Yeah. That's one of the first times he's not been the average.
No, he's been the average a few
around it.
times, but he also was below a couple times. He's been below now twice.
Once again, I've not paid attention to shit.
Or in this
all
case,
night.
above one.
What you say on the can, what people vote. I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Matt-
you could
Matt's
be
the
my
one-
wife. I've been wrong. Oh, thank
Matt's,
you.
Hey, Matt's the one that's always average. That's the only reason I'm paying attention is because I'm so used to Matt giving the average that every time he doesn't, I'm like,
What?
what? Somebody with their own opinion? No.
Well, Matt, don't jump off the cruise ship, please.
we promise
You
we're
matter,
not
Matt.
replacing
you. Matter.
You have a hat collection that's worth millions.
That's what Transformers.
That's not what's worth millions. That Transformer collection. Yeah, boy, his guitars and his Transformers.
Yep.
Woo.
I'd like to see his Transformer.
It'll take you a month.
Oh, fuck that.
It's worth it.
It is kind of worth it, but it's a lot of fun. He has one that's voice activated.
The Optimus Prime.
Yep.
Nice.
The next beer is from River North.
Hallelujah.
Brought back to us by none other than Mr. Kerry Davis.
And mouthfeel Bunny Davis.
Mouthful, but
Hold on. Can you reach that short glass possible so I can give Kerry just a splash since he brought it back for us?
Yeah, totally.
All right. Anyway, so this is the double barrel aged God Complex. We have another one here for you, Matt. Don't jump off the boat. There is
Yes,
one here.
we got one for
But
you.
and we also have it sitting next to last year's regular God Complex, and we'll do when you're back. We'll do a side by side possibly at some point. Just saying. Jared's like, I want to be here. He is, for those of you that can't see him, he is behind the camera going. Anyway, so this is again from River North, double barrel aged God Complex, an infallible barrel aged beer. Who saw the ABV already? Has anybody seen the ABV on the bottle yet? Besides myself, you did.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I brought it from
Jared, did
Colorado.
you see it? Damn, that's so fun.
Right.
Oh
So
my
it's
God,
us
it's
two,
so
though.
juicy.
Do you guys want to try to guess it, or do you want me to announce it?
17-2.
Oh, that'll be fun. Hey, go ahead and guess. I was gonna let you taste it first, but go ahead and guess.
I mean, I can taste it first. It's fine.
That's too
All
late.
right,
It's fun.
No, I'm gonna go a 15-8.
Well, technically John wins, but he's still off by a lot. It is 20.8%.
Don't save it for Matt.
Hey, what?
That is
I'm
fucking
assuming
absurd.
that you might have had a little inside information on
Just
past
reputation.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah, reputation.
You son of a...
I actually was going to go like 18 something, but
If I could taste it, though.
I think this
I'm
one
usually
is
spot
the
on.
were you
highest.
here when we had the anniversary one, the 22%?
No.
No.
We haven't had the anniversary on the show.
I thought we maybe did.
No, we did it at. Hold on, I still got more left.
It tasted like a 14%. So.
The only one you've had here in town in Indiana is the one you took to Smo's,
Okay.
because we still have the other one.
Horrible.
We still have the other one aging.
Okay.
Get out.
Well, that's mine.
That's yours.
That's Jared's. The chalice is yours.
Yes, just.
I'm curious if this will be as smooth as the 22% anniversary.
Smells like it.
You know what I like is when you have enough
Smells so
booze in
boozy,
it.
though.
When you have
It's
enough
burning
booze
Oh,
in
it's
it, and
not,
you
though.
if
That
you
nose
sniff
is
it, sniff
fantastic.
it,
No,
and you go to
it's
cough
not.
like you
It
took too big of a hit off a joint. That's when you know
That
it's
nose
got-
is boozy.
That's good.
The drink is boozy, but not 20. I wouldn't
No.
guess 20.
No.
I'd guess more around what John said, maybe 16, 17.
I just melted.
I would have been wrong. I would have still stuck with
Like that 15.
the 15.
I think I'd have been right around 16, 16.5.
Getting those chocolate notes, you get some caramel notes
That
in there.
vanilla from the barrels that is just fantastic.
If you guys
Sorry
can't
they only
tell,
gave you one bottle.
Yeah, back the fuck off.
it's got great legs.
Release
what she
number
said.
1. Cases. They only bottled 30 cases of this. They barrel 1 Colorado bourbon. Barrel 2 was Colorado single malt. Yeah, Carrie just smiled.
Oh, this is.
I'd like to find
I
out.
like it. I
I'd
like
to
it
learn
when
more
they.
about those last two. Just
The 2 barrels. I
Yeah.
can find out.
I like when the breweries have such a good rapport out there in the public that they can actually say the name of the barrel they're putting it in, right?
Yeah.
Normally you can't do that, or it's such a large quantity they can't do it. But they're like, nope, this is who we're using.
well, I guess even in that regard, like they're saying specifically Colorado, and so
Right.
yeah, that's like I want to know. You don't have to tell the public, but I'd just like to know
Yeah, I was in
because then I want to go find them.
I was in Louisville, and I once again said I was a Four Roses whore earlier, and they had a barrel aged in a Four Roses barrel, and I'm like, this is fantastic. The beer was shit, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sad. I left it on the table. It was so bad, and my wife's like, I've never seen you leave anything that has that much booze in it on the table, and I'm like. Yeah, I like it hurts my soul. I want to call Four Roses and go, you guys screwed up. Don't give any more barrels to these guys.
So
And then
there's going to be people who they don't like the style, they don't like the booziness.
Oh, sorry.
And I could get why they wouldn't like it, but they'd be fucking wrong. This is.
so okay, so
No,
it's
you're good. Oh yeah, no, yeah.
no, so
Turn
it's
your
the
turn your
glass.
glass actually.
Give me,
oh,
like,
no.
30 seconds than I will.
So the best part about this, the 20%, usually when you have a super boozy beer, it's boozy after you drink it for an extended period of time. Right? And this isn't.
No, this
The
is
boozy
pleasant.
aftertaste is gone within a few seconds.
This is so pleasant.
Hallelujah.
I'm having a hard time talking about it only because like I want to advertise it. I want to savor it.
Tyler's
I
posting
want
those
to.
pictures on OnlyFans right now.
Oh, if my belly button was in him, I would.
And he has to go first. I know
Speaking
he's
of,
going to rate
go to
it, but-
YouTube and experience that.
No, but seriously, guys, this is a fantastic beer. We talked a little bit about it, but realistically, what I love the most is you get that bite, but it's not the dominating flavor. The dominating flavor is the vanillas and
The caramel, the
caramels and the
chocolate,
malt and that just that body that holds it so well. And like this is the slowest I've drank a beer in a while, and it's not because of the booze level. It is because I don't want it to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I normally slam the beers on the show, even the good ones, just because that's just who
Gotta
I
get the
am.
next one, yeah.
But
You
It
know
took
what?
Katie and I 2 hours to go through the flight because that's exactly what we were doing.
yeah,
This could be an ice cream topping with all the different flavors it's got through it.
Yes. But the problem is, I don't want to ruin a beer with
I know.
mediocre ice cream.
I know.
Right?
It would be that good grater shit or something.
Right.
even that wouldn't be worth
Oh,
it.
we've been. That's a different topic.
I'll eat the
We
ice
make our
cream
own ice
later.
cream now.
Nice.
So you know what's one thing I really like about this? A lot of times when you're getting this boozy and you're putting it in the barrel, it gets super dark, and man, it has a great color.
Great dark brown, but it's
I
not
mean,
black.
it's not-
I mean, it's not a
not
stout.
black.
And that's the thing is, this is not a stout.
I
insane.
understand that, but a lot of times when you throw it into a barrel,
No, but what I'm impressed with is how heavy this body is,
What is it?
and it's not a stout. It's just an ale. It's a barrel aged ale.
It's a River North ale.
They need to have just their own like types.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a River North ale.
It's Kentucky Ale. Nope, this is a River North Ale.
It's River North ale.
so we might need to make a new shelf. Like there's the DUI shelf. There needs to be a new
brought
level,
this
like
up.
the penitentiary shelf. Like you get caught with this in your system, you're going to the penitentiary because you love it so much.
You knew it was boozy. You
You
just
knew-
didn't
didn't
know
know,
it was
like-
that much.
Like
And
you
you
went
did,
in-
and when you did find out, you didn't care.
You didn't
You
care.
just kept drinking it. Yes, Jared.
Jim Monroe. Jim Monroe. That one sounds awesome.
Jim,
Oh,
it is all the flavors you would like. The only thing is, it's not a stout, so it doesn't have quite as much of
It's you.
that
You would-
flavor.
you would still-
But it's everything you like. It has the caramel, it has a little bit of roast, it has that little bit of malt, nice vanilla, and the barrel comes through. It is. I know how much you love your Sun King barrel aged beers. You and I drink those together on a regular basis. Well, we used to. We need to do it again. These are.
Will you drag me out this time? So
Absolutely.
I actually fucking hang out with him.
Their barrel program is incredible. They're always spot on. And River North, if you ever make it out, if you and Mindy ever make it out to Denver, it's a must stop.
I'd love to see River North start to make some connections in Kentucky. Let's get some really good bourbon companies to send you some barrels up there. I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm gonna score it. It's a no-brainer for me. These do need rinsed.
You're going 3?
It's a 5. I mean, it's a 5. It's a 10. It's a 20. It's a whatever your scale is. Max it out. You found the bear.
You know, if 1 was the top score, it'd be a 1. If it's an R score, it'd be a 5.
Like this is absurd.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm licking your glasses.
I think I'm
Yeah,
just going to go
I would
with
be too.
5. I don't feel really good about it.
Liar.
I like it. I feel like that.
Top 5 beer all time for me.
I felt like that I
And it's
might
not a
want to
barley
just
wine.
pour some water in the bottle
And
and
swig
then pour
what's
out,
left.
pour it like
It's
like
still
Probably
be-
still tastes good.
It'd still be like 10%.
it would be, you're like, how was the after droppings? It was fantastic.
The after droppings.
I got a buzz off of it. It was great.
Shit, if you put a shot glass worth of water in there, soaked up everything on the edge, it'd probably still be like 9-10%.
Now, hold on. So let's think of this like a very fancy Irish car bomb, but
Oh
instead
my
of,
god, that's
but
amazing.
Instead of doing the
Guinness?
no
Oh.
the hard alcohol, you put this in there and you drop it in.
Oh, instead of the Baileys and Jameson, just that?
Yeah, drop that in there. The added flavor.
So
I'm
Guinness and that? Why would I want to ruin this with Guinness?
No Guinness.
No, but he was
I
saying
see.
drop it in the Guinness. No liquor. No Jameson, no.
It's
I wouldn't want to waste it on it.
I could see
This
that.
is going to be good.
Right.
see that.
I just want to drink it
I'm not
straight.
saying I would do it. I'm just trying to find other ways.
Morning every day.
Look,
The River
I love
float?
to cook, and I
well,
Now-
love to
River
make
jug.
different things.
But
That brown jug.
I think I agree with Tyler. If you did, which would be fucked up, by the way.
Oh, it'd
But
be
if,
so drunk.
if you did a half a glass of this with Bailey's and a shot of Jameson,
Holy shit.
holy shit! But also,
You would enjoy the way to the
it
ground,
is
though.
the most chocolatey bourbon.
Well, you know what would happen? The bartender would go, holy shit, because you'd pass out and shit yourself in the bar because it was so good. It just blew right through your
Like,
body.
can you? It'd be this. You slam that motherfucker. You look at him and go, "That was a." As the word "amazing" never actually finishes coming out of your mouth.
Like, how'd you break your nose? So, I headbutted the table on the way out.
I took a 20% beer
What'd you have? I just
and I
had-
dropped a shot of Jameson and Bailey's in it.
So how did you become an alcoholic? So let me tell you, like the when it came through fruition right here,
my
I
buddies.
took good shit, mixed it with other bad shit, and then got super drunk.
Oh shit!
Untavor right now.
Yeah,
They just put out
we
there
have one.
Adrift on the Baltic.
We have
Baltic
one.
Porter.
Not here, but we have one.
I'm just telling people watching, we're gushing over River
Yeah,
North.
true.
If you want a chance to buy a River North bottle, you can
Go
go
buy
to
it.
Tavor right now.
And from what I've heard,
How do you spell Devore?
Tavour.
Say that again.
Tavour, Tavour.
There you go.
It is
And
an app. You pay $14.95 flat rate shipping, no matter how many beers you order. You could order 2 beers. Now, each beer does have its own cost. The Adrift on the Baltic, I think, is only like $10.99. But no matter how many beers you buy, it ranges from about $6 a can or bottle to shit. I've seen $60 bottles from Anchorage. But it does anywhere in that. But once you order 1 beer, it's $14.95 flat rate shipping, and then you could order 10 beers, 20 beers. In Matt's case, like 97 beers, and it still shipping itself was only $14.95.
It comes in
They
rail
lo-
car to
They
Matt's
lost,
house.
they lost money on that. No, it comes here. We just have it delivered here.
Okay, rail car here.
That poor lady that delivers them when they get dropped off here, though, I think she wanted to kill us the time Matt bought that many beers.
listen, if you've not used it before and you sign up using code 589490, you get a $10 credit, and that beer is only $10.99. So that's a 99-cent River North beer.
All right, you know what? I've never
Yes, sir.
used Tavor.
Jim responded, "I'd go with a 5,"
That's
and I'm at home.
That beer was so good.
Also the
Road trip.
Yeah, that beer was so good that Jim just gave it a 5 and he didn't even get to drink it.
Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you, Carrie. We appreciate you bringing that back for us. That obviously is a 5 overall because, well, all of us gave it a 5.
I guess.
You said, I guess a 5.
I'm,
guess
I'm
five.
assuming,
I mean, you guys-
Jarrad,
Yeah, 5.
Carrie.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the old does a bear shit in the woods?
Yeah, I
Who
think-
gives a shit? I give it a 5.
I think there was only one that I've ever done below a 5, and it was still above a 4.
But we've had one bad beer by them ever, and we have drank a lot of their beer.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and I've had even more than John because I've been there multiple times.
It's so
and I've
unique.
still only ever had one bad beer.
It's so unique. It's so specialized. It's
But yet, the left side of their menu, like if you go to the main facility, the left side of the menu,
J.
all the
Marie.
light stuff. All the light stuff. Their Pilsners, their Lagers, their Farmhouse Saisons.
which
their,
are really good.
and they're all fucking stupid good.
They're really,
And then you go to the right
really
side of the
good.
menu where their darker barrel-aged stuff is,
Yeah,
and
it's
then you
like-
just like want to die because it's so good. Like their anniversary day, if I would have died at the bar that day, I'd have been a happy man hitting the ground.
Yeah.
Like,
Their left side, you can drink. Well, you can drink pretty much all day long.
depending on which one. But yeah.
Because even that shit's pretty high.
Some of them start
But then-
getting up there.
But the right side is like, you sit back, campfire, and you sip on it like you would a brandy or a whiskey. It's so good.
so good.
But yeah, they make Pilsner. I always say, if you can go in a brewery, order a Pilsner, and it's fantastic, it doesn't matter what you order after that, odds are it's going to be a good beer. Because just like with the German Purity Law beers, there's nothing to hide behind with Pilsners. There's nothing to hide behind with lagers.
Yeah.
If they make good of those, it's going to be great. Well, all we'd ever had was their big boy stuff because we used to order it through Tavor. Then when I went out there with them, I actually went in and picked up some beer for the show. I was like, oh shit, I can try the other stuff. So I ordered their Pilsner. Boom. Oh shit.
Yeah, it was.
They had a
really
hoppy
good.
lager on. Boom. Oh shit.
Yeah.
And I start working
really
through the left
good.
side before I even start working through the right. And I'm like, oh, this is bad. Like, there's a lot of good shit here.
Nice.
We did 3 flights when we were there.
Holy shit! Did you really?
Yeah.
Well, there was 2 of them, and they're
There's 2 of
professionals. They're professionals. It's fine.
We drink a lot.
If you haven't shown Jarrad your bar picture yet, you'll have to do that before you leave.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. I know we've gushed over them, but they deserve
They
it.
deserve it.
Do you want that last little bitty swig there? There's a little bit left.
I'm good.
John?
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna drip it in my beard and lick it out.
Well,
later
John
on.
and I have another bottle that we'll be sharing with Matt at least, so that's why I offered it to you.
Oh, I'm good.
That was stupid.
I'll just try to figure out how to be on the show that time.
God almighty, that was stupid. This beer has no chance of being
Need
good.
a hot tub?
You should just go out there.
Buy it. You'll be here for that. This beer has no
Go with
chance.
us to their anniversary party again.
Next year,
Yeah, next time just save River North for the last.
Well, this is the stout, and this has like I think an adjunct or 2. Yeah, so I was like, I'll throw it last so it doesn't mess up anything. But after that, this thing's screwed.
Sorry, Bruce.
You never know. They could still rape as well.
This is Magnify Brewing,
It's also just
which we've had a few by them that have been solid.
yeah.
This is their bourbon barrel aged Sinister Prime Minister. Imperial stout with maple syrup and hazelnuts.
Okay.
Brewed in collab with Interborough Spirits and Ales.
This.
ABV. God, they suck. It's only 13%.
I love you so much.
But it's a big bottle.
Like, I know you were trying to show me
I
this,
just
but
love
like,
it.
I love
13%.
When you
Weak
look at
sauce.
13 and you're like,
Love
weak
everything.
sauce?
Weak sauce.
There's one.
That's so fucked up.
Carrie's
So
bar. Carrie's bar
It's absurd. Yeah.
Is so. Oh, the steampunk.
The adult sophisticate.
The steampunk is just out of this world. I'm like, oh yeah, you got liquor. Wow, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
We need to do a show live from that day. Yeah, live from the adult sophisticate.
That would be fun.
That would be.
That sounds
I
awesome.
would totally.
That will
Yeah,
be
I'll
the
be there.
ultimate
I would totally-
studio audience.
Oh,
too.
can I
I know
please?
I
Oh,
was
film that?
speaking of
on
which,
there.
do you still want the old adult sophisticates that are at the house?
If you want to give them, I've got a whole.
My dad had a wonderful collection, and
do
we have
I.
nothing to do with we have nowhere to put them. So I think they range all the way back to the 60s.
I've got back to the early
It smells
50s.
good. I know.
So I'll
Here.
bring them by next time. Oh yeah, I gave the wrong one.
Yeah.
I'm so used to
keep doing
drinking
that.
out of that
Oh, yeah.
glass.
Yeah,
Actually,
what the hell are you? It's
So pretty. It's so
I forgot that one mine.
cute.
Oh my god,
He's the off-screen personality. I gotta scream over
Ooh,
a little
you gotta
bit.
go first.
I do get
And like X-rated.
I don't like when I
Cam.
go first.
Cam.
hazelnut.
Jared's boning over this damn bar. So
It's the adult sophisticate. You should be.
His whole setup. He's got like barrels off to the side,
yeah.
and
I'm getting. So has anybody else been getting spammed by like your Amazon shit's been hacked or whatever?
Oh
Like,
yeah, nonstop.
It's ridiculous. I've reported it as spam like 17 different times today.
That and
You're invited
I know you're used to family photos. I think you'll like these.
Oh yeah.
Like a delete. I know I will, but it comes with a virus.
Nose is fantastic. Haven't drank it yet. The nose is fantastic. Maple and hazelnut supposed to be in it.
whoa, it's really
It's in it.
it is in your face.
The hazelnut is up front.
That hazelnut's better than the hazelnut we've had in a while.
Yeah.
Like that. The maple's subtle, still good. I like the
What's-
body.
What's the alcohol on this?
13. It's kind of sucky.
No,
But-
but hold on.
But that's weird
It
because
doesn't taste like a 13
No.
to me.
it doesn't taste like a 13. However, the smell was more pungent. Is more pungent than Rivers.
I see that.
And I say pungent.
I see that. It's definitely more pungent because you're getting that hazelnut and maple blasting you a little bit.
So I know that we were saying
it's
that
more
they're gonna
aromatic.
suffer being after.
No, it worked out.
However, I think in this case, I still get a lot of the boost from the River North, which I think is helping with the hazelnut.
I think
Yeah,
so too, a little bit.
that's the other thing.
I really think it is.
I was like, I think I should have had this one first.
Again,
I know.
because if
I
it
think
would
it's
have been more of that syrupy, which this is why it's good. If it would have been more of that syrupy, weird adjunct, artificial bullshit, it wouldn't have ruined that beer because there was no ruining that River North beer we just had. But it would have made those first sips not as pleasant because you'd have been getting rid of that weird syrupy. This is actually very pleasant. It's not syrupy. It's not artificial tasting.
It's not clinging to your tongue.
No, the hazelnut is very pleasant. It's the overpowering flavor, but I use overpowering because it's the dominant flavor. But it's not overpowering to the point where it's unpleasant. This is a solid beer.
Now, when you said put it over ice cream, you put this beer over ice cream.
That would have been solid
with the high sugar content.
A beer shake. This would be good in a beer shake.
Oh, a shake. I don't know about the ice cream, but a shake. Yeah.
I love a good beer shake.
You do one of those
when the River
soft
North,
serve
when you said ice cream, I was like,
machines.
oh yes.
So
Absolutely.
there's a bar at Purdue that it came in when I was there.
Which one?
Down by the corner was this taco,
Oh.
or not taco. It was down in the corner. I'm drunk.
Yeah.
We just had a 20% beer. Give me a second. But there was a bar that came in. It was just a beer, like craft beer bar that came in, and a guy I worked with at the Telefund at Purdue was part owner of it. So I went in one day and I'm drinking some of the craft beer he has, and it was early in my craft beer days. And I'm like, all right, I'm having some fun. And he goes, I got this really big ABV stout that we turned into a beer shake. And I'm like, you did what?
Wow. No
He goes, yeah, we literally just take this and it was like a 17%, really sweet, but not syrupy. It was a lot like this. He goes, we took this beer and he gave me a little shot of the beer. He goes, and we mixed it into, we have two different versions. We mix it in with vanilla and then we mix it in with chocolate. He goes, which one do you want? And I'm like, both. He goes, fuck it, all right. And he brought two shakes out. He goes, they're on me. And I'm like, fuck yeah. Drank them, and oh my god, it was perfect. And yes, I know I did that, and that was fun. But this would be perfect mixed with like a nice soft serve, like into a beer shake. I would enjoy the hell out of that.
Was the beer shake called bukkake?
Oh, absolutely. Except that's why it's normally served in fours. I only wanted two.
Oh, I didn't know.
It had a
Hey,
creamy
put that on your bingo card.
Such a creamy
too.
mouthfeel.
The old bukkake milkshake. Get you every time.
Okay.
You know,
I'm not upset at this.
I'm not either.
It's really hard after going after River North.
But we gotta rate it for what it is.
Which is one of the
Right.
reasons I'm taking so long to drink it.
I know.
Unlike the River North, where I took so long because I just wanted to savor it. Which, don't get me wrong, it's really good.
Good, yeah.
I'm trying to let my palate keep readjusting. Every sip is a small sip, and I let my palate... Like, I'm basically edging this beer a little bit.
No, you're
and
right.
another
You're
thing for the
absolutely
bingo card!
Yeah. So I do think that this beer would be better, right, in the smaller bottle. Coming in the larger bottle. What?
No, I'm listening.
No, because you had the face like, well, you're saying something fucking stupid.
No, it's
so
not
I'm
stupid.
gonna
Like,
wait till you stop.
no, it's
Well,
not
we'll
stupid.
come in a larger bottle before.
No. Okay.
Anyway,
And
continue.
so I realized what I said there.
No, you're good. You're good.
But I can't say package size either. All right, with this group. All right,
This is such a great night.
yeah. So
I wish the So
in
Juicy-
a decreased milliliter volume.
I wish the So
No,
Juicy
so
was louder.
What I think is I'm not going to sit down and drink that size of bottle of this.
No, this is
Right?
This is a sharing size bottle.
But in the 12-ounce bottle, I have no problem drinking this and enjoying it. This is for a group of friends that enjoy beer and go, hey, let's try this out. Oh, that's got these notes, blah, blah, blah. Let's move on to the next thing.
This is where Revolution has learned to do the 4-pack. Mm-hmm. The 4-pack of 12-ounce cans. Like, Bombers anymore, little rated. You get the 4-ounce pack of 12-ounce cans.
devil's advocate. And
Okay.
that's more my face here. I agree that, like, typically I'm not sitting down anymore and drinking a 13% richer stout like this. Devil's advocate, though, I think this is the perfect size for this because it's not diabetes. It's not overly sweet. This is a beer I legitimately, if I go, I'm going to sit down and, like, I want to drink while playing board games, this is perfect for me to literally sit here and just keep refilling my glass all day long because it is a perfect, easy drinking heavy stout. It is not, it has all the flavor without that syrupy, without that diabetes, and I can enjoy the hell out of it for a long time. And that's one of the few bombers anymore I still want to drink all of. Yes.
Oscar Shaw.
Diabetes.
But, like, to me, that's the thing, is it's not that diabetes.
I understand that.
So that's why I think I still am happy with it. Now, at the same time, if they offered both,
Would
if
you
I could
rather have a 6-pack or 2 bottles of those?
Well, 6-pack's even different, but
Because you come in, you're like, oh, I don't like the share.
Jesus,
you guys
somebody packaged this as a 6-pack regular. Fuck
I
that.
do-
6-pack of bombers.
Hey, I will
now
say-
there you
That's-
are.
I will say
$75,
John brought up a great point. Revolution 4-packs, and that's why now people always are like, oh,
Those are
$30
$4-packs.
for a Revolution 4-pack, and it's like, yeah, but you're going to pay. Most people are willing to
getting
pay
two
a
bombers for
minimum $25
Yeah.
for a bomber, which is 22 ounces.
Right.
If I get a 4-pack for $30, you're looking at 48 ounces of booze for $5 more.
Yeah.
So for $5 I get 2.
Yeah.
Right.
I will never hesitate to buy it.
That's where, and it was funny because when we first started really liking Revolution, when John first had it, I'd had Revolution, John hadn't at the time. He first started drinking Revolution, and he's like, man, it was kind of expensive. And we were sitting here talking on the show like this, and we're literally like, yeah, but think about it. How much would you spend on a bomber of this? Well, he's like, oh, $20 to $25. I'm like, you're getting 48 ounces for $5 more. And immediately
math.
John's attitude, all of a sudden Revolution ended up everywhere in this house.
It's just math.
Oh, yeah.
It's just math.
But in reality, I like the bomber because I can sit there and enjoy it because this is one I'll drink. But if you're giving me, for similar price points, a 4-pack or something like that, I would go with the 4-pack just on math. But this one, a few bombers I would drink all of.
Okay.
It's pretty sweet.
It is, but it's not diabetes. I've had a lot of diabetes on these shows.
And what I like about it, no bad aftertaste. It's not the.
It doesn't linger that long.
It's none of the fake shit that we've had.
No.
There's no extract.
It does linger,
Fake.
but no, it's not.
It's not the fakeness.
Yeah.
We've made it almost
I
an
don't know
entire
if fakeness-
episode.
Well, she just got back from not only cross-country practice, but basketball practice.
How was it, sweetheart? Yeah? Which one was harder today? Tell the crowd. Tell the camera. Which practice was harder today?
You don't know.
Hey, did you, how was your race on Saturday?
Did you ribbon today? Or ribbon
I got a
Saturday?
PR.
My girl! You didn't tell me that. I guess you had to run out the basketball, but
My PR is 13:05.
For a 3K.
that's a pretty darn good 3K, girl.
6th graders?
I can't do that.
I'm proud of you, sweetheart.
Haha.
Oh, I can't either.
Hey, you know what? I'm more likely to do it out of this room than if you left. Then
I think Kerry has a shot at beating you. He's got
Kerry's
short
like-
legs, but I think
Have you seen how much whiskey I drink?
that's fair.
It carries like no. I have one good one in me. Don't ask me to do it again. Like breaking ankle.
All right, so I do rate first on this one.
Do you?
Yes.
So, I think it's very solid. They've done an excellent job with the hazelnut. It is not super thick and syrupy. It's kind of not drying, but I like it. I'm gonna go 4 1/4.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm gonna go 4-5.
I'm gonna be so disappointing to you guys.
I'm giving it a 4.5 too. I think that is unbelievable. Ends up a 4.5 average. It might have got a quarter bump just because of the extra booze that was still lingering from the previous beer, but at most it's a quarter because I love those flavors, and I purposely that last sip that I'd let sit for a while, and by then my palate had definitely gone back. It was a little sweeter, but still not diabetes. It was still pleasant. It was still balanced. I loved every ounce. Jarrad?
You guys will not be happy.
It's 4.5 average. Remember, he doesn't count.
I do not count. And I'm very sorry because you guys are going to be really upset. I will, at the max, give it a 4. I think it's a little too sweet. I think it does linger too long. And it is compared to... I can't help but compared to something we might have just tried. And there were just so many other smells that came out of the other one. So many other flavors that came out of the other one. And when I deal with this, it gets into that. It's an imperial, and it just kind of lingers. It's a 4 if somebody.
One more beer. One more beer.
What do you think we're doing right now?
If somebody brought it again, I'd be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll totally drink it. But
4 is that seek it out. You said out of max.
it's a 3.75, really.
What do you say?
That's why you're not part of the accounting of the beer score.
Yeah.
We might have done it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
So we are.
Yeah,
Looking
we're
for
right
it.
there. We're right there on the edge.
To add to this,
Perfect.
I'm drinking it to drink it.
All right, that's fair.
Where the River North, I was drinking it because
Yeah, that'll work.
I'll rinse
Another
glasses
big bomber.
if you guys fill my beer.
do you want here?
Got it.
Which one? Middle? Middle?
Yeah.
Oh, you want this one?
Yeah, or do you just want a little bit of this?
Both? He's got his little glass.
Like I gave the rest to
Little
Karen.
glass for a little man.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
It's a big bottle.
Hey, remember, don't spit in my glass.
Oh,
Spit in his.
It's not spit, really.
Carrie's one of my favorites.
Oh,
I
he
love
is,
it so
he is
much.
fantastic.
I gave half mine to Carrie. River North, I didn't give any of the Carrie.
Oh, no shit.
Neither
But-
did I.
But, what?
No, that's...
No, he gave part of his beer away.
Oh, well, that's...
So why'd you give it a 4 then if you gave part of your beer away?
Actually, I gave it 3.75.
Oh, you changed it while I was looking at beer?
Yeah.
That reminded him 4 is to seek it out.
He looked it out.
And he was
He
definitely
looked
not
at
seeking
me
it out.
over the screen, and I was like, his eyes and my eyes, and they met. And I went 3.75.
I was literally looking at beer, so I missed it.
Yeah. He looked at me deep in the soul, and he was like, "Really?"
This is the By and By, a 7.5% stout, cinnamon chocolate milk stout. Oak barrel aged though.
Barrel aged and still 7.5.
What's the difference? When you
I
were
don't
like,
know.
but
I just because it was
What now?
barrel aged, it shocked me. This is from Yaya Brewing Company out of Spokane Valley, Washington.
it's just a great name.
Spokane.
I just
No,
like
it's Spokane.
Spokane.
I'm from Indiana. It's Spokane.
Oh, I saw this great meme today. They had a picture of Kim Kardashian from like 10 years ago looking all nice and thick. And then one from like recent. And they're like, what's the difference? And someone said, it rhymes with Spokane.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh!
That's less than ideal.
Yay!
We haven't had one of these in a while,
Oh.
and it's still fucking going.
Yeah, good for it.
good for it.
Well, it missed the phone at least this time. Barely. Look how close that is.
Good thing we got our
Didn't hit the
Star
ceiling.
Wars mat down.
Jesus Christ!
When's the next time you're gonna play X-wing? I mean, come on.
Yes, my son.
Oh no, he sold all his X-Wing shit.
And kept the mat.
Me too.
No one wanted the mat.
Definitely no one wants it now. I could hear that. That is not a good sign. This is supposed to be a stout.
That is some.
No,
that is
man.
Yeah, you definitely get some too.
that is so.
Oh, well, yeah.
The can cam is just all foam.
I don't think it matters how I pour it.
No.
Not anymore.
And so I just want to go. We had a good night up until right now.
I really love this.
I hope it's really good. And
It just surprised us.
you're like, it looked like it was garbage, and I'm really happy.
I like the label. There's something about the label that's very.
The minimalist label.
Yeah.
Well, it's,
Well, like
so when it explodes, it
Like
it
a
sticks
handwritten-
it like an old watermark.
Jesus. Just. Oh no, wrong.
This is bullshit.
Just
on a head
all-
level.
Just
it goes away real fast.
No,
evidently.
it doesn't.
Mine did.
Maybe if I
Well,
swap.
I'll get to the beer in 4 minutes. Give me a second.
There's not much there for the snows anyway.
For the snows.
I'm just laughing.
I do
It's
that-
all head.
All head.
If I do the classic, like, I rub my nose,
By
there's
the way,
salt in there.
It's not sour.
How do you not have any?
Mine went away real quick.
I don't understand that at all.
It's not sour.
It's not.
It's not even, and it doesn't even taste infected in any way.
No.
infected. I wish there was a sound.
It doesn't.
Nothing.
I had a
It's-
fermentation explosion.
It tastes
I
like
expected.
cinnamon.
You've been infected.
It's all cinnamon.
Cinnamon toast with no sugar.
That's actually a perfect way to say
Yeah.
it. And
There-
bubbles, lots of bubbles. Even without the head, like there's bubbles.
Thin, which
Very
actually
thin.
doesn't kill
No.
it.
But it's a milk stout.
Oh,
It's
the
not
milk.
supposed to be heavy.
I don't understand
It's
this
not
beer.
supposed to pour.
I don't know why it
I don't
exploded.
understand this beer. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense that it exploded like that.
So it's cinnamon vanilla milk stout.
That's it. It barrel aged.
It's barrel aged.
A little bit slight
That's what it
chocolate.
says. It says oak barrel aged.
So it's not a
Oh, I'm not getting
bourbon.
Not a
barrel,
bourbon.
It's just an oak
Yeah.
barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which an oak barrel doesn't do much for most beer.
I
Didn't
mean,
do much
there's
for this.
there's the very slight woodiness, but that's
You
like,
would have to leave it in a while to really even pull
Yeah.
enough of that out to notice. That was more, they probably thought they ordered a bourbon barrel, got a plain oak barrel, and were like, fuck it, put the beer in it so we can label it that way.
Covering my face up on this one.
But, like, it's not bad.
Not bad.
what?
It's not good.
All right,
The
I'll
problem
say
is,
this: if Guinness would start doing this with nitrogen, this would be the greatest Guinness beer
Well, that's not a high bar to set.
I like
for
Guinness.
me.
I like Guinness.
I just like me.
So do I.
I'll drink it.
No, fuck Guinness.
They won't let you in the gift shop unless you buy a
Listen,
ticket.
listen.
Unless it's a
You're not
Thursday
very
through
fast,
a
and we
Saturday.
You have
Number
to-
one.
Wait, you have to buy a ticket to get into the gift shop?
They won't let you in the gift shop unless you buy a ticket to the tour.
So to spend money, you got to spend more money?
Yes.
Wouldn't it just be easier to let people who
But
don't
only
want
if
to
you're
do
there
the
from
tour also
Thursday
spend
to
money?
Saturday.
Hold on.
Or
This
go on-
is
go online.
over there?
Yes.
See, that's an American thing. I like those guys.
Did you try to go to the Baltimore
Like,
one?
I'm
Yeah.
going to make you spend
they did
money
it at
to
the
spend
Baltimore
money.
one, too.
No, they were
That's a
closed.
very American concept.
They were open Thursday through Saturday.
very
closed the whole
Western
time I was
of
there.
them.
I figured it's Guinness. I don't really
Irish.
like it, but if I'm out there, I should go.
Well, yeah.
They weren't open.
It's very thin, which it's a milk stout. That's fine. But it's not creamy like most milk
It's
stouts.
not
But it's not
milky.
creamy.
No, but it's also very bubbly.
Well, you had no head on yours.
It was still
Mine-
bubbly to drink. Very cinnamony. Not a lot of vanilla. But
not-
not burning cinnamon. Just
Yeah, so it's the cinnamon that I don't mind.
yeah. It was.
Hey,
I don't know what to do with this beer.
so
It's a
I'm
3. It's. I mean, it's.
But yeah, I want to dock it for the fact I just like
Unfortunately, I really do like it.
makes sense.
Well, that's because you're off screen, Sean.
I don't understand.
For taste alone, I do
so
like it.
maybe let's throw context.
What's
It's
what's-
bottled in house, right?
Appears that way, yeah.
Yeah. So they have a Chris Powell that
Oh, God.
whatever works there, and overcarbonated it. You should just be happy it didn't explode while it was sitting in here with all the carbonation. in
God,
it.
that does not. Why are you making sense?
There's
See,
cin-
I'm just
there
saying.
is cinnamon, but it's so not pronounced.
Yeah.
It's way in
See,
the background.
right off the beginning, all we got was cinnamon.
It lessens as I drink it.
It
yeah,
does.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you need it. You need it to breathe. That you need that carbonation that should not be there.
It's not a bad
Listen.
beer. It's just. It's really kind of nice to drink.
It
When
was
that ex-
a
But
really...
it's just
yeah.
free.
If you take
you're
away,
right.
Give
if you
it to
take
me and
away,
I'll sit here and drink it and I'll enjoy it.
if you
It's a
take
good
away the
beer.
explosion, I
Yeah.
think all of our opinions would have been easier. But we all saw that and immediately went, "This is going to be infected. This might be soured. This might be drain pour.
Yeah,
this
why
might
is
be
a stout exploding? It shouldn't.
a barrel aged stout, not a bourbon barrel, but
Yeah.
a barrel.
Let's
Literally
let's
just
quit
the
saying barrel.
It's on the label.
I'm just.
Oak barrel aged.
That's like I will come up with an analogy for that, but let's just quit saying that right now.
Pete, you go first, actually, buddy.
Oh, son of a bitch!
It's a weird fucking beer.
It is. I mean, it's the beer of hot damn. It's got a lot of hot cinnamon in it.
Oh wow, why? Yeah.
I like that. He's like,
Yeah.
wow, what?
Maybe
Oh, shit! Yeah, hit it.
Really.
You threw that in my head.
I'm not gonna seek this out. I'm gonna go 2.75. It's not terrible.
I wrote my score down before he said his, and I'm trying not to change mine. I'm going to stick with what I got. I'm going to give it the 3 because the flavor is actually drinkable and pleasant.
You're
It
not
is.
wrong.
Now, I'm annoyed as hell by the explosion.
Yep.
I'd have been real annoyed if it had landed on my phone again. But
See, thank you, 450.
it's only 2.
That's only 2. We got 3 minutes.
I'm going with a 3. Fuck it, why
you
not?
know what's funny about that is I am not committed because I didn't write it down, and I'm going to dock at that quarter point for the explosion. So I'm going 2.75. Kira's not wrong. It's a 3, except it exploded.
So it's a 2.75 overall.
It didn't explode at my house.
See,
It's a
that's
3.
that's my thing. Is the flavor? Honestly, the flavor and drinkability was kind of like a 3.25. So that's why
Yeah.
like my doc got it to a 3. I just didn't dock it as heavy as I do a lot of times for shit like that. Like, Jarrad, you're saying a 3 over there.
Yeah.
Carrie, you're saying a 3.
It's really. I'll be honest.
I don't
Like,
like cinnamon.
the flavor is really good, but yeah, that was a weird what the
was-
fuck of explosion in all the glasses.
wait, what's amazing?
It
At
is
the end
really
of night
good.
beers, anything that I brought is barrel aged, has been funked, and has.
Oh
screwed
god, I
us
forgot
so
about
bad.
that damn Bourbon County until just now.
The 2015.
The 2015
Bourbon
coffee.
County.
Wasn't it coffee?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It was a
effective.
2015, and here's the best part about that rating.
No, it mattered because we found out that whole batch had gone bad. We found out.
Well, but he opens a cap and sees something on it, doesn't tell us, pours us all beer and lets us drink it. And he's like, yeah, I knew it was bad. Look at the cap. I'm like, you're an asshole.
Oh, that shit was bubbled. It had not bacteria. It
Well,
might have
we
been
powered
bacteria.
it. We
Might have been
all
bad. Like
powered
there was
it.
some shit on it. Like it looked like it lost its seal. It was
Now, it was a 2015 that, it's a 2015 that was last year. That bad boy had been sitting a long time, and it was a bad batch when it was made.
Yeah, they found out like that shit was bad like within a year, let alone.
And then I brought the
6 years later.
KBS that was bad.
Oh, I forgot about that one too. You do bring a lot of bad shit.
By the way, the funked KBS, phenomenal for barbecuing.
Was it?
Oh yeah,
It doesn't surprise me, sadly.
man.
You know what he has done though? He's left a lot of whiskey here.
He has
I left a lot.
also
of
some
it.
bad whiskey.
No.
The Woodford.
One, the Woodford,
Have you ever?
Hey,
The
that's
Indy
Big
5
Red Liquors.
the
That's
Indy
on them.
500 Woodford?
Pete or John? Have you ever taken the last 2 that we had, which minus that one, the River North or the other one?
Nobody
and,
weighs River North like that.
Tried to do
I wouldn't.
instead of whiskey or
So
bourbon or anything.
the River North is too good to do that with. Like,
If
I
we
wouldn't
lived
want
closer where we could get it easier.
would.
No, it's still. So you could grab a Guinness in your favorite cheaper bourbon, and get some of the similar what you would with the River North. So with that same note, I would rather use the Guinness, apple cider vinegar, and a bourbon I like in my spray, whatever I'm going to do for my barbecue.
And probably save money too.
It's going to be a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be upset because I'm spraying it on the meat and I'm like, it's just going to evaporate.
Now, Sean,
Where are you going?
Now, I get pickle beer from Martin House all the time, and I mostly use it for brining chicken.
and red beers.
You said burning?
Brining.
Oh, brining.
Brining chicken.
Yeah.
By the way, that's how Chick-fil-A makes all their chicken. They brine it in pickle
juice. Yep. So.
All right. Anyway, the important part of the night, beer of the night. Remember, this doesn't have to be your top rated. Although I have a feeling this is going to be a very easy night. But it could be ones that
I think
surprise
we're the
you.
same.
Things like that. Jarrad, you just kick us off. What was your beer of the night?
God damn it.
I have 3 that it could be.
Yeah, I have 2. Because I'm actually really torn on. I keep calling it the mimosa, but
Greetings from Jamaica Beach.
it was so good. However, dude, that River North was so good. The ideas I had, if I could have that bottle for different occasions in my life.
A keg.
I
You have a
would
cake.
die.
That's how you die.
Fuck.
But you would die happy.
Holy shit.
You're
I
like,
don't even need a keg. Give me a sixtel, and I die happy.
Could you imagine? Well,
No.
most people would go
That's
to
why I
heaven.
just
I'm
went,
like on
holy
my way to
shit.
hell, and they're like, "How'd you die?" And I'm like, "Dude, I got a keg at River North." And they're like, "Fist pump, boom. We're not gonna put you in a pineapple room with Satan or a Hitler.
No.
We're gonna send you over here."
Like,
hold on.
cremate you,
Did
then
you
put you
just go-
back in the barrel.
Did you just go straight up Adam Sandler in Little Nicky with that, the pineapple and Hitler?
It's on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet.
You straight up went Little Nicky.
That's my answer to everything because it's the most terrifying room I've ever. I'm like, stab me in the eyeball. I don't want a pineapple going there.
I don't think I've ever heard someone like reference Little Nicky in like anything other than Popeye's chicken is a shiz in. Other than that, I haven't heard that. That's entertaining. So what'd you end up going with?
River North.
All right.
So-
Carrie,
so
you only
good.
had a couple, but what'd you think?
River North.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great beer tonight. That actually caught me off guard. But for me, the Deschutes Zwickel.
Okay.
Was that the mimosa?
No, that was
No.
the second beer, the dry hop Zwickel.
Oh, yeah.
The very
It was a
malty
NASCAR
honey.
can.
The malty
Oh,
honey.
it was so good.
That
It
one
was so
was
good.
very, very excellent.
I'm going to go with the mimosa one. It was
Okay.
fantastic. Because I hate those kind of beers. And it hit in, and I'm like,
We had
this
it.
is
It
really
was the
good.
3 of us, and we had some thick crap shit. Mango.
We've had a few of those, yeah.
Oh, that was that night.
And this one was so good.
It was well done.
I want to choose something else, but I can't.
Yeah.
That double barrel aged God Complex by River North. I know what to expect.
It's so unique, too.
Like, that's what almost bugs me with them, is I know to expect a great beer. I know even the flavor profiles, the ABVs, I have a very good reference point for River North at this point.
Yeah.
And they do shit like take a beer I love already, the God Complex, and go, you know what, we're going to go ahead and put it in another barrel. We're going to go ahead and change the flavor. And we're going to go from a bourbon barrel aged beer. We're now going to throw it in single malt. We'll add that little bit of complexity to it. Plus another bump in ABV, which actually, if anybody's curious, let's see what the bump was.
Oh, yeah.
A decent little bump. It went from an 18.7 to a 20.8. So a full 2.1. That's solid.
And what you need to remember is they're losing about anywhere from 15 to 25% every time it goes into a barrel.
Yeah.
Still can't believe I didn't give you just a couple of lagers in place of
No, I knew roughly.
We'll give
what
you a
was
hug afterwards.
I knew roughly what was showing up. I knew we had at least one of those. But no, I can't get away from it. Like, every time I know what to expect, and yet still, when you drink it, you're like, yeah.
There's so many smells, and there's so many flavors that come through. Whatever. It's really.
I like
good.
where he was going with that. And then he got lost where he
Well,
was going with
because
that.
I went smells and flavors, and I went, oh, but it's
Smavers.
really good. It's
Smellverse.
When we do the adult sophisticate tasting, we've got some Sandman XO.
Oh yeah, Sandman's solid, dude.
Yeah.
All the Sandmans are solid.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Solid choice, sir. Anyway, that's been the end of the night. That was a hell of a night.
Great night.
There was a couple beers that were meh, but overall,
pretty good.
Pete's definitely wanting to come back. Jarrad's wanting to come back. Yay! Our studio audience clearly wants to come back. Thank you guys for watching, listening, whatever the hell you're doing. We appreciate it because fuck, this is fun. I'm TVG_Guy.
My dog, thank you.
Our guest today,
Ugly Pete.
the new off-screen personality,
Jarrad Shaw.
And our studio audience.
Property of beer, bitch.
Later, y'all. Have a great night.